Good morning, everyone. It is a nice day out. It's going to be in the 80s today. Briefly, but it will be in the 70s for most of the day, which is awesome, I think. And again, it could be demonstrably sweaty. We'll see. But I'm excited. It means it's time to get outside and work on stuff. Which, speaking of, yesterday after work I went to Lowe's and bought a table saw. So that's exciting. It was not cheap. It was like $400. Well, as far as table saws go, that's kind of cheap, but it in itself was an expensive purchase. I got a sander, a bunch of different grain orbital sanding pads to go on it, some wood glue, like the Titebond stuff, red can. What else did I get? Oh, I got a what's it called, a dowel jig. I'd never heard of those, but I am so glad that they exist, because I've tried to use dowels and like drill your own hole and then put the dowel in, drill it on the other side, and try to fit them together, and just hope that you have the right size hole for whatever dowel you have, and also that both the holes are even on both pieces, and when they line up that they both fit together. And this machine just does it perfectly every time, supposedly. So that is exciting, because that's a really good, easy way to glue stuff, well, get stuff to go together, and then you can also glue it on top of that. I'm very excited to learn that. I was just watching, was it Bourbon Moth? It's some dude on YouTube. It's like Bourbon Moth Furniture, I don't know. He was pretty cool. Wow, I didn't notice that fell. But it was pretty cool. I did finish wood burning my Skyrim board. It did take longer than 10 minutes because I took some more creative liberty, and I wasn't sure how to fill in the water going to the outside of the map without it looking odd, but I just made an outline around the whole thing and made it like kind of erratic and scratchy, and it looked good. It really helped define and like draw focus to it. I could have outlined on the map like a couple more things like outside the provenance where it connects to the other two around it, but I didn't want to. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna stain it yet. Yesterday I did buy a couple small stain containers. I'm gonna cut off some extra plywood and just test on them in little squares. So I've got a couple actual stains. I'm gonna try a tea stain and a coffee stain. And I'm also gonna try mixing them together just to see what comes out the best, because I want it to kind of look like an old map. I did hear if I take a thing of steel wool and throw it in like the coffee stain or any of the stains, it will turn it gray or more gray, and then if I leave it in for even longer, it'll start to rust like a day maybe, and then it'll turn really dark. So that might be all I need to do is coffee, first coat, and then in the spots where I want it to be darker or gray, I can put the surrounding countries, I could do the gray part, and then the really dark part I could do the top where the ocean would be. I don't know. No, I should probably do that reverse. The ocean be the medium. That'll be really cool. And also, however I do this, I think might want to, obviously stain it and then put a coat on it. But then I might want to put glass over it. And I'm not sure for the rest of the table how I want it to look. But I was thinking I could do some sort of like black pipe. I don't know. I want it to look kind of middle century. That might get there. The thing is, if I use more wood, I don't really have anything awesome like walnut or oak or anything like that. I just have rough cut timber from a barn. I guess I haven't really looked at that. I might have something good out there. At the house right now, all I have is... Actually, I don't think I have anything at the house. So I'll have to go and do that anyways. I really wanted to buy a miter saw, but I know Shelby's stepdad is going to give me a little one. I don't know what size, so I just held off on that, and I have access to other miter saws. I didn't have access to a table saw that I know of, and I really wanted a table saw. I need to get a router too. That's going to be essential, but I don't know how they... I kind of know how they work, but I don't know like what bits I'll need and all of that, and they're not cheap. So I need to do some more research and then get that. I might have to order it online because at the moment I have some Milwaukee M12s, which are kind of like the lower version of the M18s. And I have like 3 batteries for those. And the M18s would be nice, but I don't want to have to rebuy batteries and shit. So, I don't know. Maybe I can find an orbital, no, not an orbital, a router that is either plugged in or a M12 that's Milwaukee. So when I went to Lowe's, I didn't realize they didn't have Milwaukee. They had Cobalt, they had DeWalt, they had Skill, which were all okay. I will not use Craftsman unless I have to, but I did get a Craftsman orbital sander when I went to Ace, purely because it was corded, and I actually wanted that in this case because I refused to buy a bunch of Craftsman batteries and all that crap. But I also didn't want to buy any M18 batteries and chargers and whatnot, because a single battery is like 80 or 90 bucks. A charger, 80 or 90 bucks. And then the router or sander on top of that, 120 and up. Whereas the corded one was just $50. So, it's kind of a no-brainer there. Do I want a $300 or a $50 purchase? I went 50. And it's red, so color scheme with Milwaukee fit. But that router is going to be so useful for like curving edges, and I really hope that my dowel jig works how I think, because the way that guy was using it in videos looked so nice. It just makes me want to get out of work already. I haven't even got there yet. This will probably be it's Saturday. This will probably be the first Saturday that I've worked that I haven't had to split a route with somebody on in months. Which is fine with me. It does sound like I'm going to get a couple days off next week, maybe. So, any day off next week is more than I would have had. Currently, I don't know if I've said this, but until this lady came back, I've been getting like 1 day off every 2 weeks. So 2 days off a month. So I've been getting paid, but haven't had a lot of time to do anything. Which is why it felt really weird when I wandered around cash I had to buy that shit. Because, I don't know, I was always kind of raised with, you don't buy it at all, or if you do, you buy the best one, so that you don't have to buy another, and it's everything you want. There's no feeling iffy about it. You just either don't get it, or you get the best. And there's too much stuff to get the best of. I mean, those damn refrigerators are not cheap. They're like over $1,000 each. And then the ovens, and oh my god, there's so much stuff. I'm probably gonna shit a brick when I start, actually paying my mortgage and utilities and everything. I'm gonna look at my paycheck go to like $200 to put in savings and cry. That's gonna suck, but hey, I'll have everything I need. Well, yeah, everything I need, not everything I want, but almost everything I want, which is a pretty good place to be. I did listen to that Dan Pena Joe Rogan interview, which was surprisingly interesting, because I had only ever seen Pena when he's giving his speeches where he's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, screaming all this other shit. He was very calm and respectful, but I imagine that's because he was talking to someone he respected. So, the interview was pretty decent. Pretty cool. I enjoyed that. It kind of sucks now the days where Loud Earth Crowder isn't streaming. They're Monday through Thursday, so I've got all the other days I work. I'm just kind of like nothing to listen to. Oh, I listened to Walsh yesterday. I was extraordinarily entertained at the very end of his video, where he was going over a Reddit post about a girlfriend who was very, very bothered by the fact that her boyfriend is digging a tunnel. Which, as soon as Walsh said that the boyfriend was digging a massive tunnel and has been working on it for over a year, I immediately thought, that is fucking awesome. I want to build a tunnel. And then he said, ladies, you won't understand this because all of us men feel this and we don't understand it. But I guarantee every man who just listened to this went, holy shit, that sounds awesome. And he was right. He's like, there are two things that men will have that reaction to that they all want. And if they don't want it, it's because they haven't thought about it enough. One is having a secret room in their house, which was very true, because I'm planning on doing that, and the tunnel, which I actually tried to do when I was younger. And I got pretty far, but it ended up just filling up with water because all the clay in the spot that I dug in, which sucked, but the idea was there. Oh, God, it was so cool. He's like, you say that every day he comes home happy because he's dug more and more. He's always just smiling, just very happy. And that makes you mad. It's like, he's been doing it for over a year and you haven't even went and looked at the tunnel. How? For real? If Shelby had been digging a tunnel every day for a year, that shit would be awesome. Can't explain it, just would be. Must just be a stupid dude thing, I don't know. Kind of like having a gigantic aquarium in your house. That's like a whole wall that's an aquarium. That'd be cool. No purpose, but it's cool. I think part of it would be the physical labor and being able to see the effort, the result of all the effort and work that you have every day growing. That would be cool. Actually, it did give me a couple ideas for the house, such as digging into the side of the really steep hill, and if I were to make that an actual space, like walls and windows looking out. That, just saying, it would be fucking cool. Every dude wants a cool underground thing. If you don't, you're lying. Oh, damn it. I am just ready to be done with today. I don't even know what I'm going to listen to. I might try out Peterson's podcast. I don't know. But when I'm done, it's gonna be nice out. I'm gonna cut the Skyrim board to the right size with my table saw, test out different stains, and I'm gonna get started on this thing. And I need to remember to upload these things. I've uploaded like 3. Well, they're still private too. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Man. This route is okay. It's just okay. It takes about the same time as Route 2. But it kind of sucks. More than 2. It's better than Route 81. Whatever. I am about to pull into work. I'm gonna start working off the clock just so I can get ahead and get out of here. And I will see you guys tomorrow.